thank you all of us who joined us. This is a very impromptu event. What prompted this was I've been doing a lot of healing work lately, and I'm an aspiring medicine woman. And what a medicine woman is someone who takes her painful life experiences and the lessons she's chose to learn in this life and use those painful experiences and the learning from them and makes it her medicine to heal herself, and then share that medicine with others in her community, her brothers and sisters, so then they too can apply this medicine. You know, we are moving to a time where, you know, medicine is not going to be found through your pharmaceuticals as you're becoming made aware of. Much of the pharmaceutical industry is a joke and is designed to get us sick, right? So as we move into the fifth dimension, into a higher dimensional state of consciousness, a way of being. Remember, a dimension is not a place. It's a state of consciousness. It's a state of being. We must understand that the challenging life experiences we have in this incarnation, we had contracts before coming that we made with members of our soul group who agreed to help facilitate the learning of these lessons for the ultimate evolution of our soul. So, since I've stepped out the matrix about 6 years ago, I have been trying to understand the contracts I've had with members from my soul family that have been challenging and painful. Learn the lesson to, one, be released from the experience. Because, you know, the whole purpose of, you know, we choose our parents before incarnating. And we often all choose very challenging situations. The reason we choose challenging situations is because it's going to provide us with the most opportunity to grow our soul. You must understand you're immortal, right? Your soul lasts forever. So despite what the ruling elite, the 1%, have tried to make us think, this isn't it. When you transition into non-physical, you just go back to source until you're ready to reincarnate again. So we shouldn't take life so seriously, right? But we should want it to be the most pleasurable experience it possibly can. By connecting with our higher team, understanding that we are a spiritual being, having a physical experience, not a physical being having a spiritual one. Understanding what that means, and the realm of there is more happening in the invisible, which you can't see, is a much more active sphere than what this little bit you can. We must see our lives and the challenging people we enter into contracts with that normally cause pain in our life as actually beautiful and in divine alignment. What we see from the 3D perspective as our enemy is actually our greatest teacher. And the ones that hurt us the most in the third dimensional plane love us the most in the heavens. So with all that being said, I'm going to begin, because I am aspiring to be a medicine woman, I'm going to begin to start to share more about my personal experiences, my personal struggles, my personal pain. Because I believe that is why I've been put in some very challenging situations. We all have. It's not because life's supposed to be easy, it's because it's supposed to give us opportunities to grow and evolve, and then share our wisdom with our brothers and sisters to help them grow and evolve. And as we incarnate lifetime after lifetime, all the different us in every parallel dimension, every place and time, every life we've ever lived, right? All that combined makes a collective of experiences which make up our unique individual soul signature. You know, it's all about learning, right? So I'm going to start sharing more with you my own personal lessons. Give me an opportunity to show a more vulnerable side of myself to you, in hopes that the collective is struggling with the same things I am. And I found a way to release myself from the lesson. The things I'm going to begin offering you, if it resonates, great. Please let this medicine help heal you. If it doesn't, just dismiss it. No need to comment. So let's get into it. This is so personal, okay? So this is what it is. You know, you think that I got it going on. I got this beautiful house, you know, all this beautiful atmosphere, all these pets. I'm what you consider pretty smart. I can write. And you'd wonder why I don't have a life partner, right? Right? You'd think, that, what's wrong with this picture? Well, I, like most souls, chosen to incarnate into challenging life experiences, picking our parents that are going to give you, you know, the most opportunity to be the best version of yourself. And a lot of times we incarnate into dysfunctional situations. And I think that's everyone, right? That's what we all strive to overcome, is our childhood troubles. And what I've recently been discovering is, you know, why all the healing work I've done, and I've done so much healing work, like I have done so much work on myself, do I still have like this blinking light that says, if you're dysfunctional, toxic, or unhealthy, come on over, right? So it's happened so much that now I'm like, I ain't even trying to date until, because, you know, you magnetize back to you what you're a vibrational match to. So as much as I would like to say to these dysfunctional, unhealthy people showing up at my door that somehow I'm better than them, I'm not. Because if we weren't a mirror or a vibrational match to one another by universal law of attraction, we would not rendezvous with one another. So this is where you have to take full responsibility for your healing. You know, when you're pointing out the finger at everyone else, you have to notice there's 4 pointing back at you, right? So because I'm spiritual and I'm no longer in victim consciousness, I realize that it's not these people's fault that they're showing up here and they're this way. They are a mirror to me, reflecting back to me something I can't acknowledge or see about myself. So understanding all this, I put myself in like timeout, because until I can figure out what is making the radar go bleep, bleep, bleep for attracting what I don't want, I just rather not attract anything. And my mentor and my medicine woman, Jody Redhawk, we're working together and collaborating with some things. So we speak often, and she is my mentor. So she knows a lot of what I struggle with. And basically, it's this. I got some advice from Spirit that I was looking for people that needed to be fixed, because if I could get them to love me, then it would validate me, right? And the reason why I was looking for people to fix is because when I was growing up, both my parents had wounded inner children who were dealing with a mountain of insecurities and all kinds of stuff, who were parenting me. So what happens is, children, we don't give the love from our parents, and it's by design. We're not supposed to have the best childhood, because then where would be the opportunity to grow? So look, no judgment here. It's just to make sense of these situations we find ourselves in. So I had 2 people parenting me who loved me dearly and could only love me as well as they knew how to love themselves, right? So you have 2 broken people trying to raise a whole child. It doesn't work. And a lot of times, because your parents are caught up in their own inner child wounding and hurts and pains, they don't necessarily love on you and coddle you and take care of that little girl or that little boy inside each of us. You know, I've got a 4-year college degree, graduated with honors, cum laude, with a BA in Arts and Sciences, majored in sociology, minor in psychology. So I studied about inner child wounding, and I got it, you know, that yes, on the inside of me, there's some insecure little girl who needs to overtry, to people please, to fix so they'll be okay with me, so I can be okay with me. So I knew all that stuff. But Jody and me were talking, and she gave me the piece to the puzzle, and it's in chapter 2 of her book, okay? And I'm super excited about this because I even read the book like last weekend, and she told me to go back to chapter 2, and I didn't, right? Well, when we were having this discussion 2 days ago, she says, you have to figure it's like this. Hold on, my son is in here. Okay, he's not doing anything. So you have to figure it's like this. So when you have a wounded inner child, which most all of us do, especially you singles who are doing your healing work and on your spiritual path and wondering why you just keep attracting the same stuff. Okay, this is what you do. You have to look at it as you have an inner child and you have you. Happy, whole, healed you, who knows what amount of bullshit to take from someone and what not. They know what self-respect is. They know what their value is. They know they're beautiful. They know all that. And then you got a little wounded inner child you, right? Who every time they go to paste a picture of themselves on Facebook, looks at it about 20 times and finds something wrong with it every time. And then doesn't post it. That's me. You wouldn't think that about me, right? That's not the healthy, happy, whole me. But that's the little insecure Carla. Or when I reach out to collaborate with someone and they don't get back to me in the specified amount of time I think is appropriate for somebody who values me and all this stuff, I start thinking, oh my God, who am I to think I can collaborate with these people? Who am I to think I can do all this, right? So when you understand that that's two separate people, right? Because what you do in that point is when you go to post that picture of yourself on Facebook and you're critiquing it to death, and that little girl inside you says you're not pretty enough, this is when you reparent yourself. This is the key. This is the keys to the kingdom. This is where, because this didn't happen when you were a kid, it needs to be done now. But it doesn't matter if your biological mom's doing it or if you are doing it to your own inner child. So for example, I go to post that picture and I start critiquing it. I immediately say, little Carla, you are beautiful. You are so pretty. You need to post that picture, right? Somebody doesn't get back to me in time that I think, you know, is appropriate enough time before insecure little Carla creeps up and she says, oh, they probably just don't want to work with me. Who am I to think I can do this? That's when you reparent your child and say, you're amazing. Who wouldn't want to work with you, Yo-Yo? You're great. Like, you're amazing. Have you seen your stuff? You know, so I knew about inner child, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I just knew I got a wounded inner child. I didn't know I could take care of her. And once Jody brought this to my attention, wow. The first day I was reparenting little Carla, 50 times. No, I take it back. The first day was 30 times. But it started at 1 because me and Jody got off the call at 1 o'clock, right? So before I went to bed at 10, 30 times, there was some negative self-talk in my ear. That was probably the most effective thing about this whole thing, was that I didn't realize how often I was doing it. I didn't even realize I was doing it. And then when I would catch myself being overcritical, I would identify that as part of me, right? Like as I'm coming from I felt like two people, you know, because common sense, logical me knows my value, knows my worth, has self-esteem, has self-respect. But I didn't understand that little Carla was making a lot of the decisions, right? Like when somebody invites me to do an event, and before I even see if this is something I should spend my energy on, I just join, right? Because I'm just so happy somebody's gonna work with me. You understand? It's very subtle. It's very subtle. But it's necessary to start to see the things that trip us up, right? And it's been so healing. Let me just say this. Jody's advice to me was, Carla, when you do your morning meditation to align with your spirit family and put on the highest light and ground your energy, meet with little Carla. Just, hey, little Carla, give her a little hug, you know? And are you okay today? Are you all right? I love you. And before, I used to let things in my energy, because I was coming from a needy place, right? When you come from a place of a protective mother, and you mamas know what I'm talking about, Boy, don't let somebody want to come around your baby. But we'll be like that with our children, but not with our wounded little inner childs. Because as women who are still attracting that unhealthy, toxic, dysfunctional lover, would never be okay with their child dating someone at the standard we've set, right? So we have to treat ourselves as two people. Healthy, happy, whole you, and little wounded you, right? And apologize to little wounded you for not recognizing and acknowledging her. And that mommy's here now, and mommy's going to make sure nobody can hurt her anymore, right? Because she's hurt. So she's still seeking something that's going to resemble the dysfunction she grew up with to fix it. Because if she can fix them, then it might fix how she felt growing up. You know, because a lot of our parents, not that they don't love us, they've got little wounded inner children inside of them. They don't know how to love themselves appropriately. So they can only give us as good as they've got. You know, and the world is very broken right now. You know, we all incarnate into challenging situations by choice, to evolve and grow and learn. But we have to understand that we do have something we need to heal from, right? And a lot of us didn't get the time, attention, compassion, empathy we needed growing up. So that little wounded person inside of you, you don't even realize how much it's rearing its ugly head. You know, two things I've gotten out of this method and technique Jody taught me was, one, I'm recognizing how often I'm having to reparent my child, my little inner child. You know, on a full day, the second day was like 50 times, right? Now it's getting less and less, and I'm having more fun with it, but it's amazing the heart opening I'm experiencing. I can't explain it. I really can't. It's kind of supernatural, because it seems so stupid and so simple. Hug your little person, check in with her 3 times a day. And when you see yourself falling back into old patterns that you wouldn't approve of as a mother of your own child, right? You know, I know it sounds simple and it sounds crazy, but it has allowed me to have a heart opening on an amazing, expansive level. And I don't know. I love y'all. This was really weird. Here's my private life on blast. But you know, I'm a light worker. I'm here to help. I'm here to, if there's anything about my personal life that I can share with you to help you get through the struggle on your own, hey, screw it. I'll put my personal life on blast. So I have a song. Super excited to play this song. And I'm going to play the Bulls. This is my song to my little inner child. And I think y'all are all going to know it. It's going to bring tears to your eyes, as it probably will mine. So, with no further ado, guys, here it goes. Let's do this. If it'll play, hold on.
Colors and claws.
Pisces. So much fun. We're going to talk about the Rainbow Hopi Prophecy. Look forward to seeing you there.